Can we really retrain our brain in order to take back control over our emotions? With your Influence and Success Insight, I'm Bob Burg. Last video, we saw that an important part of mastering our emotions was to form the habit of responding rather than reacting. In other words, when someone says or does something to you that would normally trigger frustration, sadness, anger, or some other negative feelings, often resulting in you saying or acting counterproductively, now, rather than continuing to fall into this trap, you'll respond in such a way that you'll turn a potentially negative situation into a positive one, and or a potential or current adversary into an ally. To accomplish this, we, yes, retrain our brain. I'll just suggest to you that if you'll do this, the results will be absolutely life-changing, and you'll be able to teach those you love and care about, those at home and those you lead, to be able to do the same thing, thus increasing their effectiveness, their peace of mind, and their sense of happiness. The process begins with awareness. It's understanding that this is an issue with you. It certainly was for me for much too long in my life. And like any of us, it's only when we're aware of it and accept it as an issue we need to improve upon that we're in a position to do so. You know there are certain people and certain situations that push your emotional hot buttons, and that up till now, you've had the pattern of reacting to those. It's human nature. You're human, I'm human. It's what we do. Until we know better and are willing to change and to follow a system for changing. What I'd like you to do first is to picture a situation that you currently go through where someone you know or often run across, they just either unintentionally annoy you or they purposely say or do things that result in your becoming upset, perhaps snapping at them or in some other way showing your displeasure, and it just escalates. It could be someone at the office, a member of a team you lead, a friend or family member at home. It could be a customer or client or one of their team members. I want you to picture the situation happening because it probably will. And if it doesn't, then something similar to it will. Now, picture the way you usually react to this situation. And I want you to feel the way you feel when you become upset or angry and so forth. It probably doesn't feel really good, and that's okay. But just stay with that for a moment. Now I want you to picture the same situation, only now I want you to picture yourself just handling it beautifully. When that person says or does what they say or do, I want you to just imagine that you feel very calm, very relaxed. You don't react, but rather see yourself simply responding. You calmly listen without interrupting, and you're totally serene while it's happening. Imagine yourself saying the perfect words that totally diffuse the situation. Don't worry about those exact words, we'll get to those, but what you say and the way you say it totally diffuses the situation, and both of you feel good about it. Now feel the feeling you have as a result. It's a great feeling, it feels wonderful, but we're not through. How we're going to get to that place in the real world is what we'll discover in the next video. With your Influence and Success Insight, I'm Bob Burg. Make it a great day.